Well, we are now live. And you thought you were going to hear the absolution session for June 2015, but alas, that's not happening. No. What you have just stepped into is the birthday roast of Paul Pescrillo.
Yeah!
Happy birthday, motherfucker.
So I should leave? Is that what you're saying?
No, long story short.
No.
Long story short, Paul, I knew your birthday was coming up. I mean, my birthday was about 2 weeks ago, and I reached out to the guys and I said, what can we do to fucking just insult Paul as hard as we can?
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking of, every summer Comedy Central seems to have those Comedy Central roasts. So I just thought, hey, how great would it be if we just kind of hit you with a surprise roast? And, and we always roast the ones we love. But get ready to be obliterated. Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Oh, why did
So
I
I
do this?
guess I'm going to begin.
Please do.
I Sketch, I was assuming that you would be like the host.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, I
Master
am
of
host. I am the host. I'm always the host.
Sketch is the lead-off man.
When I'm not the host, I'm the host. I am the MC of this event.
Mm-hmm.
You're the Jeffrey Ross of...
Yeah, yes, I'm... Oh, gosh.
Those are big shoes to fill, man.
The bearded dude, for those who are not familiar, is Christopher Cologne. Yes, Christopher Cologne, this guy who subs in for our website one time at Comic-Con, ends up being in an Adult Swim show. How fair is that? So, how is it you've been podcasting?
Well, when you look as good as I do.
You've been podcasting longer than us, but you end up riding on our coattails?
Biggest dick rider ever.
Yeah. By the way,
you could say he's got the Adult Swim style there. He's got he's got tattoos on both of his arms, has a shaved head and a perfectly shaved head and an awesome beard. So he definitely looks the part for Adult Swim.
Wait, are you hitting at him, Jim?
So,
I mean, Chris is single.
and
Us both brothers have to look out for each other, damn it.
it's
Exactly.
it's legal now, so don't hold back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Which, by the way,
As long as I'm top.
we really got to stop with the homoeroticism on this podcast. I mean, it's getting a little thick, guys.
Not as thick as my dick.
Kind of hard to follow.
But getting back to Chris, we can't have you record interviews with us anymore because when you talk to the voice actresses, you know you're a creepy old man, right?
Oh yeah. I'm totally. What you can't see on camera is where my hands are at right now.
Well, much love for coming up with this idea, at any rate.
Thank you.
I wish I had come up with it myself. And now the man of the hour, Paul Pescrillo. The man that brought us all together by doing nothing. Okay. He did a lot. He pestered Jose, he stole Darrell from another show, and he added Jim to the podcast per my suggestion saying, hey, maybe we should have an announcer. And well, actually, I more or less infiltrated this business, so there's that. He's also incredibly adept at bothering the hell out of voice actors, as he is a master. He's also a master of keeping secrets.
And a masturbator.
Keeping secrets that don't really need to be kept. Because all of his breaking news is so breaking, am I right? He also likes to absorb other websites into the Toonami Faithful fold, kind of like Cell, but at least Cell actually fights his own battles. I mean, in Paul's case, it's like all the people he absorbed are making Cell move. He's a busy guy, though. You got to give him a break. He's got a kid, he's got 2 podcasts, and we can all be concerned about that, but at least his social life seems to be going pretty well. I mean, thank goodness he finally found the one. Now he won't have to start his pickup lines with, so I have 2 podcasts. The wholly ironic thing is Kelsia hates this shit.
Yeah, because you want to date a guy that's always busy Saturday nights.
There you go.
No matter how late it is.
And for my final thought, I always thought that Darrell and I were the most religious guys on the podcast, but neither of us calls out to God and Jesus as much as Paul does on any given episode.
It's the Italian.
Oh, don't laugh too hard, Jim. We all know you're a staunch atheist.
Oh, yes, I am.
The only god you make an offering to is the porcelain one after going drinking with Darrell. By the way, Darrell, maybe dial it back a notch on that. You worry me, babe.
Hey, it's how I keep the porcelain gods healthy and satisfied.
That's true. Also, I don't know how you manage to pervert everything imaginable, Darrell. It's a talent, but I don't know if it's a good one. I know the podcast has been real late lately, so I'm surprised you're still conscious.
Yes.
Just barely.
Why do you think he has a mask over his face right now?
That's a good plan right there.
He's a bandit. He's going to steal the show, as he always does.
Well, now that all of my nice things said are out of the way, I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys tear them apart.
Darrell, he's been waiting for this all week.
Oh yeah, well, we got an honorary a couple of roasts from Jen, and the first one that came from Jen is the reason I was so freaked out about the blue waffle is because when I googled it, Paul's face popped up, and I had nightmares for days.
Oh.
And when the lovely Paul's Pescrillo family had a kid, they didn't know whether to take his ass home or to the zoo because he looked like albino silverback. So yeah, was that too much? No, but gotta love Jen and her drunken muses on that.
It's funny because
Don't you mean drunk all the time?
Gotta love Jen. She's our beck and call girl.
We do love Jen. It's a bummer she couldn't make it here. I mean, isn't it with like all things that we let the black guy in before we let in any women?
Well, hey, you gotta let the black guy in.
Hey, it worked for Augusta National.
So, we should be expecting a gay guy to join the podcast soon, right?
Paul, too late.
Oh, well, we got Paul, so yeah.
Oh.
I believe one time he said, "If only you had a vagina," sketch. And you wonder why people, you wonder. What? You can't wonder anymore. No.
You can't wonder anymore. You just can't do it. And so I know. So who's up on the first roast part of this?
First part of the roast.
I'm hoping. Since I'm hoping it'll be Jim next.
Yeah, go for it, Jim.
I'm not that good at this stuff, but I will admit. Well, first of all, Darrell, I have to thank you for welcoming me into your house and meeting your mom and stuff like that. But to be quite honest, I was a little disappointed by the booze cabinet. I figured there'd be some kind of secret stash or basement or something. But I mean, the Courvoisier was great, yeah. But like, where's the stash of Macallan? Where's everything else? I can't help but have been deeply disappointed by that.
Well, the secret is you just didn't get any of it.
Very true.
They're very hospitable in the South, but not that hospitable.
Can't keep the shelves stocked, damn it.
Well, I consider you real light skinned.
We're moving.
I consider you real light skinned, Jim. So I don't trust your black ass.
Larry's not white. Larry's clear.
Space Jam reference.
Exactly. As for Nate, I remember it wasn't too long ago when we were in Atlanta and we were talking to the Toonami crew and it was awesome and we were all wondering if there was some way to teleport Nate there. But to be quite honest, I think getting him out of his room where it's constantly dark as you can see back there, I think it might have burnt his eyes out. Between both the setting sun where we had our shot framed and also being in the presence of the luminous presence of the Toonami crew. Unless those glasses are somehow reflective, I am not entirely sure if he would have survived with his vision intact.
Motherfucker looked like he jizzed on his fucking self when he saw the crew.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I told him if he wants to meet Dana, he's gonna have to take a shower.
Yeah, watch your fucking ass, man.
But he told me that he does shower every day, to which I responded, just to pass the time, right?
Golden showers don't count, Nate.
Oh,
wow.
And then Sketch. I know we've had quite our disagreements. We've had our disagreements about, religion. But to be quite frank, it's the only thing we disagree on, pretty much. I mean, the simple fact that we came from primordial ooze and the fact that we are very close to proving this does not really mean much of anything. What does matter is that I'm right all the time when it comes to this stuff. I do not miss.
We also disagree on SAO, but that's neither here nor there.
We do disagree on sword art, but let's just say the pedophilia doesn't run in my family at all. Chris, I don't know who the hell you are. So nice nice flaming D20 though. That's all I got. And then we come to the man of the hour, Paul. This man has some ridiculous fascination with sexing me up. Between my voice and wanting to see me, actually practically begging me to see me naked at MomoCon is quite, I don't know whether to say disturbing or quite the turn-on. Because to be quite honest, I don't know if any one person has wanted to see me in the nude as much as Paul does. But to be honest, those pictures are incredibly private, and I will not disclose those.
You said you were going to give them to me.
I never saw it.
Exactly. I'm leaving now. I'm leaving the call now.
Well, I changed my mind. And, I mean, seriously, this man has a fascination with my body that I have never seen before. Not too bad. And you know what? I always considered myself, especially these days, a skinny fat guy. Whereas Paul, I mean, what's there to say? He's just fat. Everything.
I also feel he looks like a certain celebrity, Donkey Kong.
Hey, Italian family, feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. Looking, why not? I think we all know who to blame in this instance.
Terrell.
Mama Pescrillo.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia Pescrillo.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mama Prosciutto.
Would you like some antipasto with that?
Antipasto.
A pesto for a little extra flavor.
That's my fucking
Stereotypes are fun.
Yes, they are. And labels, too.
He calls this SMN regimen the Tour of Italy.
As S&M for Italians, that's spaghetti and meatballs.
Very.
Who doesn't like a wonderful meatball sub?
We've all seen Lady and the Tramp. That's how it starts.
To be quite frank, he actually asked me out to a spaghetti dinner once, but having seen Lady and the Tramp as often as I did as a kid, I knew what would happen next, and let's just say you shouldn't play with your food. So,
he really does like you best, because he's never asked me to dinner.
Hey, he's drank with me. He slept with me. He slept in the same room with me. All that stuff. He wanted to push the beds together, but to be quite honest, I don't know if I'm really comfortable with that yet. I mean, you really got to work for it, Paul. Talking once a week like that doesn't really work.
Steve cocktease.
Yes,
he's a cock tease.
He's always texting us like, "Don't you love me anymore?
Don't you love me? Oh, please, master, please, take my asshole." Oh, not before you douche, son. Oh, wait, you are one.
That stuff might work better if you were actually a girl. I mean, we all know how Jen has a total love square. I don't even.
Love dodecahedron. Oh yeah, Jen, your love dodecahedron on this podcast. I mean, my goodness gravy. And you know what? You're married, yet you still keep it up. Good for you. That's what I call commitment.
Such a tease.
Way to keep us all up, Jen.
Don't cheat on
him. But in closing, Paul, I've said many horrible things and stuff, and most of them involve. And actually, there's one final thing I gotta address, and it's pronunciation. It's pronunciation of many things. Michiko and Hakuchin, Erika 7. Man, this guy has... I've seen English people with Tourette's syndrome pronounce foreign names better than Terrell tries to pronounce certain shows on Toonami. And names. It's not Ryoko. Ryoko was in Tenchi Muyo. It's Ryuko.
Ryoko!
Yeah, I don't need this kind of trouble!
Yeah, don't even get me started on his typos. Like, dude, if you're gonna try to attack somebody, don't typo.
For a grammar Nazi like me, these things, I mean, you've given me so many aneurysms to be, I mean, how am I still alive?
An excellent question.
It did. And quite frankly, I don't know how I'm still alive when hanging out with the complete and total cancer incarnate. But in all seriousness, Paul, thank you for bringing us all together because we are the Toonami faithful family for a very good reason. And no, you're still not going to get to ravish me. Ever.
Fuck.
You can dream.
Let him dream, yeah. It's good to have dreams. It's good to have opinions. They're wrong, but they're still opinions.
All right, so we're gonna move on to Nate. Is Nate gonna do one? No, I guess not. Or I mean, excuse
I
me.
don't really have anything right now, but I'm thinking of some things.
Don't think too hard.
What, like you don't? I've seen what happens when Paul thinks. It's like that one episode of SpongeBob where Patrick writes a song, and it in turn it turns into societal apocalypse.
No, actually, when I think, I actually create an awesome podcast and website. So.
Okay, so that's one time.
And it's a very awesome time. Thank you.
Every blind squirrel finds a nut.
But you can't even find a nut, so go play with Rosie.
I don't get it.
Rosie Farm, you know, you play with yourself. In the corner, in the dark, in the back, you know.
So defensive.
Hey, to be quite honest, I'm having a grand old time. I have a grand old time doing that. And unlike, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, at least it doesn't.
And oh yeah, we were able to create a. You know what, Paul? Because of this podcast, you've made it. We created a drinking game because of you.
Exactly.
Basically.
Drink!
We were able to.
Wait a minute, Chris. You say basically more than I do on the podcast.
Yeah, he probably picked it up from you.
No. He was saying it before. I've listened to his podcast.
No, you misinterpreted that. I mean, Chris. You probably, Paul probably picked it up from Chris.
Yeah, probably.
I'm the bad influence.
Both you and Darrell.
Hey, now, Darrell is not a bad influence. Quit saying that. I don't think you understand what a bad influence is.
You mean a guy that's drunk 24/7 isn't a bad influence?
And somehow Darrell gets smarter.
Good question.
Answer.
All right. I guess I'll go next.
Because Nate doesn't seem to have anything.
Yeah.
Nah, we're excluding Nate from this fucking roast. You're fucking dead to me.
Okay, so as I address once again, I kind of wanted this to be in the format of the Comedy Central roasts, where all of us as presenters, we are if you're picturing this in your mind, we'd all be sitting up on a stage, also otherwise known as the dais. And I want to thank you for all coming on. And for those listening and don't know who I am, I'm Chris, and I'm the co-host of Paul's other podcast, Two Strangers on Podcast. Paul and I met at a local Rochester anime and comic book convention called RockCon about 2 years ago. And at that time, my podcast was at a bit of a hiatus because my original co-host schedule didn't give her time to record anymore. Now, I saw Paul sitting there, all pathetic and alone at his exhibitor's table, and I struck up a conversation with him. Since he was wearing a Toonami Faithful t-shirt, I started talking to him about Megas XLR. You know Megas XLR, the only American show on Toonami that wasn't a rerun from somewhere else. The only good show on Toonami. And for those who don't listen to my show or haven't figured it out yet, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of anime.
Neither is Paul.
Before I met Paul, I didn't know who Jason DeMarco was, nor do I give a fuck. As a matter of fact, I still don't.
Then you're like most of America.
Wait a minute. And you wanted to come to MomoCon? That maybe wouldn't have worked out for you.
I just wanted to, I wanted to see if we could maybe weasel our way onto pre-flight or something like that. Recently, I've Googled, I've Googled the recent lineup of the Toonami block, and I see shows like Dragon Ball Z Kai, Naruto Shippuden, and Inuyasha. And yes, I know you guys don't give Inuyasha anymore. Just don't correct me on that bullshit. Jesus Christ. Do any of you weeaboos remember Pearl Harbor? You unpatriotic screwballs.
I remember the movie.
I wish I didn't.
Pearl Harbor kind of, happened before I was born. I guess you experienced it firsthand, though.
I don't know where you stand in your religious views, but I'd like to think that Sketch and the rest of us are practicing the Christian value of forgiveness.
You unpatriotic screwballs. You do a show that's mostly about Japanese cartoons, yet there isn't even one Japanese person on the podcast. I can't even remember if you guys. I don't even know if you guys ever interviewed a Japanese person. But before my Twitter feed,
yeah.
Yeah, we did.
I have.
How long ago?
Oh, hey, I should probably post that Daisato interview, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you should.
That's one more thing, Sketch. Fuck you, where's my Daisato interview? I did that a year and a half ago. And he's not here, but Matt, you fucked up with the Magi review as well.
Yeah, you fucked up with the Ruby review too, motherfucker.
I did.
But before my Twitter feed gets flooded with a tsunami of hate, you see what I did there? Tsunami of hate.
You cartoon hate.
Let me let
You're a real poet.
Let me let you all. Excuse me. Let me.
Okay, take the relative dick out of your mouth, please. Okay.
Let all you anime fans know that I do listen to the podcast, and here's my proof. I look at the dais and I see a bunch of Japanese losers. Okay, excuse me, a bunch of Japanese losers and one Blapanese loser. I would like to thank Sketch for hosting this. Now, I don't know if people know this, but Sketch was a security guard at a department store. As long as nobody shoplifted around his feet, because he hasn't seen them in years. I was trying to think of a Ninja Turtles joke to put in here, so I'm just gonna. I didn't, but seeing that, I guess Sketch is a religious guy, I'm gonna just throw a religion joke in there. Adam complained to God that he was very lonely. God said, "I can make a woman for you." Adam replied, "What is a woman?" God said, "She'll be beautiful, never spend your money without asking, bear your children, never ask you to get up with them, and she'll never."
Apparently, Terrell just got up, so there you go.
And she'll never have a headache when you're amorous. And Adam asked, "What will it cost me?" And God said, "An arm and a leg." And Adam thought, "What can I get for a rib?" So, okay.
I've heard that one.
Okay. Caboose. I don't know you, and I'm not in the mood to get in an argument over the difference between Aniplex and Funimation.
Wow.
Next up,
you really don't know him.
No.
But next up is Jimmy, and I apologize. I apologize to Jimmy even before the episode. Let's just chalk this up to New York City, Boston politics. That we don't know each other. We already don't like each other. Jimmy, why weren't you at that marathon? Have you seen the one that Jokar was at?
Oh.
Have you seen the pictures at MomoCon? Watching Jimmy stand next to Darrell and Paul, it looks like a Schindler's List extra that accidentally walked into a Weight Watchers meeting. Jimmy, I follow you on Twitter, and it seems that you like soccer and anime. Jesus Christ, do you like anything American? Why don't you renounce your American citizenship? Renounce your American citizenship right now. Unfortunately, Jen couldn't make it. I was kind of hoping she was going to be on the podcast. I definitely troll her page, and and of course she would say, hey, stop staring at my tits. My eyebrows are up here.
Oh,
that's real. And last on the dais, we see Darrell, Paul's hetero life mate, and Taken Black friend.
wow.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Did you know that Paul makes his fiance wear a Darrell mask? How does one make a Darrell mask, you ask?
I thought you loved me, Paul, but I guess the truth has finally come out.
Chris, nobody's supposed to know about that.
Well, you guys went to HomoCon. I mean, MomoCon. How does one make a Darrell mask? Well, you buy a Hank Hill mask and you paint it brown.
Oh, I tell you what.
That ain't right.
And Darrell comes from Alabama, which unfortunately the KKK is still very active and is recruiting, which is why he gets so well along with Paul. Now, Darrell likes to watch Alabama college football, which is also known as the Crimson Tide, which coincidentally is also Jen's nickname those wonderful 5 days of the month.
Oh, you get your ass back for all this shit.
And now on to Paul.
I just feel like Darrell's like getting the guns ready.
By the way, Darrell, there's Crimson Tide, and then there's just Crimson. Brevity is the soul of wit. Therefore, that's why you will never catch up to Harvard, ever.
Yeah, well, when y'all win the fucking national championship, tell me about that.
Unlike football, Harvard focuses on things that matter, like money and politics.
Oh,
and buying things.
Yeah, we buy things. We buy players.
You all know that our listeners don't care about sports, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's our night.
Yeah, that's their fucking problem.
Yeah, you got a problem with it? Talk to the Cold Steels, because I got plenty of hot leg to give.
And then now shoots his camera, and then he's off the air.
There you go.
And now I'd like to insult this beach ball with a goatee and a Yankees cap on. I meant Paul. Paul, you ugly, unfunny, racist, condescending, prick, fucking piece of shit.
I see you've had time to write this. Continue.
Paul, you don't like anime. Bagging on Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon doesn't make you a fucking expert. You're like on the show for like 5 minutes, and then you just mute your microphone and go on to harassing other people online.
I do, that's right.
But he always comes back for the outro.
But in all seriousness, I want to thank you for being the co-host of Two Strangers One Podcast, and thank you for being part of the show for the past year and a half. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been able to go to New York Comic Con. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been able to be part of the Jack and Triumph show and getting that paycheck. That was pretty nice. And thank you for being my co-host. If it wasn't for you, it would just be me talking to myself for an hour once a week. And I love you, bro. Happy birthday.
Love you too.
Gee, wait, just suck his dick at the end, man. Wait a second.
Wait, let me take my dick out. Let me By the way, Chris, I have a Chris mask too.
Oh yeah.
And I'm done.
All right, yeah, time to get some of this magic elixir in me right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't worry, keep going, because I'm writing my own little things for you guys, so continue.
Oh, yeah, Chris.
I mean, I wasn't prepared for this shit, so I might as well do it on the fly.
Hey, I'm doing my shit on the fly, man, but, my biggest fly between my legs, but, yeah, Chris, you motherfucking Puerto Rican piece of shit, man. Every time I look at you, I'm like, damn, why the fuck don't you own a fucking bodega, man?
Wow.
Seriously.
Cheers to that, thank you.
I'm talking about, man, you look like a motherfucking Hispanic goddamn member of goddamn Sons of Anarchy and shit. Well, you that motherfucker standing in the background that never got in the airtime for real? You was that motherfucker just sweeping a room like Bix or something, right? Cause you motherfucking Hispanics really do know how to do some good carpentry. Next to that dude that they portray as Jesus, who really ain't Jesus. Oh yeah. Now we go on to Jim. You know, man, I really wanted to fucking rape you every time you came to my house, man.
Wow.
I was like, yep, I'm gonna just get them drunk enough, man. But then we went down to MomoCon, you got drunk, and then you gave back the shit to Porcelain God. So you are fucking religious, man. Fuck that, talking about you're atheist, man. You have a God, the Porcelain God. Then there was Sketch.
It's the one God that only lets me down occasionally.
And then we have Sketch.
And he'll take all your crap, too.
And then we have Sketch. My mild-mannered, just likes everybody fucking friend. You look a whole lot fucking short in person, man. You ain't tall as I thought you was. Of course, I did take that incriminating picture of you that night in the room, among others. And I did enjoy touching your booty also, man. You fucking piece of shit from goddamn.
By the way, I noticed that you were walking a little funny after the first night with Darrell.
Well, he got the shaft that night, so you shut the fuck up, though. I'm working my way to you. Nate, you know, man, you had that big-ass Kool-Aid grin on your face once you saw the Toonami crew. I was like, God damn, man, when the fuck you gonna take Jason DeMarco's dick out of your mouth?
Oh, damn.
You know, if you want to get a piece of data, man, you got to get that shit up right, man. Can't have Jason's dick in your mouth while doing that. Unless you got some freeway shit going.
Jesus.
And now we get to Paul.
Oh,
I remember
Jesus
the first
Christ.
time I met you, man, you fucking piece of shit, man. I was like, who the fuck is this goddamn white boy trying to get me off my damn podcast, you know? By the way, for getting me off that shit. Yeah. I was like, motherfucker.
Nobody needs to know about that shit.
I was like, motherfucker, you know, I really don't want to do your show for real. You might be counting on the fucking lame side, you know, your weight, pesty looking, lily white looking ass. Then I found out you was fucking Italian, so I started calling you a fucking goombop. You know, yeah, congratulations. You know, I had to deal with Jose, old stuffy ass. I was like, hell, if you don't want me to podcast, I don't have to do that shit. Yeah, fuck you too, Jose. And it just kept going from there, man. The more and more I got to know you, I was like, yeah, you're okay, guy, but man, you like one of the biggest fucking self-righteous douchebags that love to take all the credit for all the hard work and shit we do.
Hey, it comes with being Italian.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's true.
I'm like,
Shit rolled
yeah,
down.
not to mention I love calling you Pescrillo. You know, you calling me all times of the fucking night with texts and every fucking thing. You don't want to pay me.
Whoa, wait a minute. Who calls somebody at the middle of the night?
That'd be you, bitch. You text
No,
me
that was you. That's been you lately. I don't want to hear that shit.
Oh, motherfucker, that's a goddamn lie. Have you ever had one?
Dude, do I need to bring text into this conversation?
Dude, I got plenty of text.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Continue.
But yeah, you know, it was worthwhile, but I was like, you always gave me all the shit that you didn't want to do or gave me reviews to write that your ass couldn't write. I think you have with fucking illiterate in a goddamn way because your pronunciation fucking sucked. You don't even fucking watch anime the way you're supposed to, and then Chris calling everybody a fucking weird. Fuck you, Puerto Rican. The only cool part about you is the fact that you got a nice looking daughter and you actually had a fucking black wife, man. That was your fucking saving grace. Back to you, Paul. Now that you got a fucking girlfriend, you always got a flaunt out fucking face, man, like it's the greatest thing in the world. Motherfucker, I don't know how many damn girlfriends. I dated fucking models. Oh, yeah. Not to mention you hound everybody over Twitter, and then you talk to Jason. You say some of the most inappropriate things at times, but yeah, I did enjoy getting an ass all the time. That was the greatest joy of my life, listening to you cry every night while I didn't look you in the fucking eyes. Mm-hmm. Not to mention we talk about that fucking receding ass fucking hairline. That's the one fucking thing you got in common with LeBron James. Except you got a fucking crow's nest on the top of your fucking head, and you're a fucking loser. Man, how the fuck you got a kid, man? I don't know. Who the fuck would even let you stick their dick in their vagina, man?
I don't even know why I stuck my dick in that in the first place. But it continues.
I mean, was she like fucking high or something, man? Or did you drug her, or was it hypnosis or something?
No, I think she drugged me actually.
I don't know, man. That was a judgment call on that, man. That was a bad one.
Nobody's that desperate for a baby.
No. Unless you're calling for desperate. Yeah, but anyway, man, I have to say, though, the nice thing I can say about you is you give me a lot of fucking free anime. Good name, you know. Next time, you know, I come and visit, you know, you need to have Mom Pescrillo to give me that scungili. I want some fucking cannoli, and, hey, I know she make that good gravy for that goddamn pasta, as you motherfuckers say.
Damn fucking straight.
Fucking Python. Always telling me you're going to put me in the fucking East River. Fuck you, man. Come down to Alabama.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah. I know, bitch. You scared. But anyway, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, sometimes talking I lose my fucking vocabulary because I'm constantly saying basically. Oh yeah, let me take a drink for saying that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, man, I will have to say that you have been a good friend to me, man. And when I have needed you, you have been a shoulder to cry on. And you have also provided some insightful wisdom at times. So, thanks to you, I got to meet all these guys, Chris, Jim, Nate, Sketch, everybody else, man. Got to meet a whole bunch of voice actors and actresses, the Toonami crew. Without you, that probably wouldn't have happened if I had turned you down for the podcast. But what I'm just trying to say is, man, you've been a pretty good friend to everybody, man. And, let's just continue to do what we've been doing, man. Have the best damn podcast out there.
All right, so I guess it's my turn since you guys fucking surprised me with this shit. Now I gotta fucking write this shit on the fly.
Bitch, wipe your tears.
Goddamn, fucking like Chris has got like a goddamn like eulogy on his fucking computer right now. All right, let's see.
Realize you died.
I feel like I died. Anyways, so let's start with Jin. Oh, Jin. I guess your voice is sexy, but I don't know what's funnier. Your lack of sex or the way you feel after one drink. How was making out with the toilet, by the way? Oh, wait! Now you're not a virgin anymore. Oh, what? Hey. Anyways, so Darrell, there's not much I have to say. I'm just gonna lock you in the library with all those people you love. All those people you love. By the way, I'm gonna give you a gun and one bullet. You know what to do with that, Darrell.
Shoot it on the way out.
Sketch, man, you complain more than my wife, and that's saying a lot. Fuck, I mean, I ask if the podcast is coming out on time, and it's like you're on your period. Need a tampon? And then Jen, who seems to want to harass me so much. Don't worry, I'm getting to you, Chris. Jen, I don't know what's worse, your confusion about what sex you want, or your feelings for Jim. Damn, just give the man a blowjob at least. Yeah. And Chris. And by the way, Nate, I'm not going to say anything. You do a lot of shit for me, so I ain't fucking stupid. And Chris. I don't know what's worse, the lack of women you get or the way you keep fucking your ex. I mean, shit, there's tons of whores on Monroe Ave. Ask Terrell, he's there on the corner every night. I mean, fuck. I mean, like, every time I turn around, Chris, it's like, oh yeah, I fucked my wife. I mean, Darrell's even sitting here going, dude, man, he's stupider than you. I mean, that's saying a lot. That's fucking saying a lot. I mean, Jesus Christ. Fuck. I don't know. But what I gotta say is, all of you here, first of all, fuck you for trying to roast me without letting me know. Second of all,
the point of the fucking roast.
You dumbass.
Second of all, fuck you for not letting me be prepared, because this was kind of shitty. Except for that Jen, just figure things out, please. Please, just figure it out. My man Jim wants some dick, okay? Can you at least just give him a blowjob, please? A blowjob, just one. That's all I'm asking. I mean, let him stick it in your ass a little bit. Come on.
Girl, let me put the tip in.
Hey, let's play just for a second, just to see how it feels. I mean, come on, just let the guy at least get his dick wet. Come on, all right. I mean, he has a shrine at his house for you. He took some of your hair. I don't know how he got his hair, but but whatever. But I mean, he's got a shrine in his house. He jerks off to it every night. At least give the man. You know what? Let him fuck you in the ass, okay? You won't get pregnant, okay? Oh wait, your girl does that already. So, anyways, but you guys do everything correctly. And unlike what you said, I do give a lot of credit to all of you. Chris, fuck you. You don't do anything. So, I mean, you guys are like the backbone of my site. If the site didn't work, the site wouldn't work without you guys, and that's a fact. Chris, you still don't matter in this. As for Terrell, you know, are you sure you want to go back to that other podcast? I mean, I could ask them to take you back full time. Well, you don't have to point the gun at the screen.
I got another gun to point at later, though.
It's rather dawned on me that the story of the Toonami Faithful podcast is not so unlike Space Jam. A bunch of Looney Tunes grabbed a black guy to win a basketball game.
Well, y'all did.
And by the way, seriously, if we didn't have you on the podcast, Rel, as Jose once said, it wouldn't be good without you. So that is a truth. That is a truth, and that is not even a lie. That if we didn't have you on the podcast, it would probably suck. I mean,
and we would probably be called racists.
No, that keeps me. That says I'm not racist. I got a black eye.
Well, you got Jim, because hell, Jim is an excellent black man.
Well, apparently he's Jewish now, so I guess we got a black man.
Jewish.
I said something racist. Black man, come here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel Paul's rebuttal is just yet another example showing that, you know, I just don't understand how somebody so thick-headed could be so thin-skinned.
Not to mention his rebuttal to me regarding the porcelain gods. Wait, what? How am I not a virgin anymore? Wait a minute, I don't get it. It's called a denouement. It's called a punchline.
Go on.
We all kind of suck at this.
Go on.
Yes, we do suck at this.
Go on.
No one sucks but Paul Swallows.
Well, I heard Sketch swallowed a couple times during MomoCon.
Oh my God, man.
Yes.
You know, I fucking hate you. I hate all of you.
Darrell's a gentleman.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we got ourselves less than 10 minutes before Toonami.
Rel is as much of a gentleman as Jim is getting a hooker. It's never going to happen.
And rightly so.
But I will give you props. You did almost have a porn star.
Never mind. I'll talk about that after the podcast. Yeah, after this rose, that's what.
Well, Paul, we give you a lot of shit, but we do appreciate you.
Yeah.
I want you to know that.
It boils down to this. If we made fun of you, if we didn't make fun of you, it means we didn't like you.
Exactly.
We care enough. We, like I said before, like I said at the beginning, we roast the ones we care about.
Mm-hmm.
We roast the ones we
You
love.
always hurt the ones
you know, we. I'm glad the guys came through, and you know, this was at first it was just a silly idea, and I'm glad the guys came through, and you know, what better way to give you a gift than to talk shit about you for half an hour?
I mean, look at what happened last year when you was down, dude. Like, your birthday was kind of fucked up last year. But what did I do? I had everybody troll you all fucking day long, so you don't have to think about that bitch.
Also, now I get roasted. Great.
Wait a minute. I need to do one so people don't think I'm an asshole.
But you are.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Okay. Chris, your beard is terrifying. I hope you weren't having many hairballs when you were talking. Darrell, your HR meetings are a joke. Jim, you suck at Destiny.
Yes, it is a joke.
Well, if that's the worst thing he can say about me, then...
Sketch, when are we going to eat dinner? Because we're apparently butt buddies now.
Yeah.
And Paul...
Butt buddies sewn ass to ass?
Better
Cheek to cheek.
human centipede style.
Yeah, when are you going to treat him to dinner? Because apparently, like, on Twitter, you're supposedly, I don't know, sucking each other's dicks.
Yeah.
Loving each other or something. I don't get this.
You're all paying way too much heed to a troll.
Yeah. For something that happened over 2 months ago. And Paul, there's I got nothing.
Damn, you hit the hammer dead on the head then.
Yep.
Hey, he can't say anything. I got him on the interview with the Toonami crew, so
So
Now
he was
off to-
blown off.
Now off to FAP to Kill a Kill.
Actually, it's Dragon Ball Z Kai first.
I FAP to King of the Hill.
Corey in the House
Oh!
is the only fappable material that I own.
For what? We'd like to thank everybody for listening to the roast of Paul Pescrillo. And
Two strangers, one absolution.
Putting up with Paul Pescrillo, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nobody really listens to him. They just tolerate him.
That's the only way you can do it, man. In small doses.
deuces.
Deuces.
Deuces!
Well, it's been fun, folks. But
Now it's time for Toonami.
yeah.
Yeah, so
right.
fuck all you.
So,
Bye-bye.
yeah, go watch Toonami and listen to our podcast.
Yes, we love you. Give us money.
Strangers on podcast. .net.
In Paul's case, it's 2 guys and 3 nuts.
Oh.
All right. I guess you guys have a good night, okay?
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.